Are you looking to start a podcast or streaming and trying to find an affordable mic or even just a microphone kit? So was I. That's why I picked up the ATR 2100 USB microphone kit. And honestly, I heard it from Pat Flynn on the Smart Passive Income podcast. So I bought it a while ago, and I kind of just had it sitting there in the background behind that Pathfinder box. But then my USB interface for my SM7B just decided to die and have this like weird feedback. I'll play a clip of that. But it was super weird. Anyways, so it gave me the opportunity to open this box up, and completely surprised. I mean, I've only been using this now 2 weeks, so full disclosure, this is like all like quick reaction or like, you know, just first using it. But honestly, this is pretty awesome off the get-go. I kind of want to go back in time and show you what comes with the microphone. So this will cost you about 130 bucks on Amazon. In the box, it comes with a pop filter that goes in front of your mic to stop the like sounds, but I'm not using it and I probably won't use it. Also, it comes an arm, like a boom arm, included in the kit. Also is a shock mount for the microphone that attaches to the boom arm. And also is the microphone itself. Now let's get this thing set up. So first thing, I'm just going to open everything up. It's a shock mount. Then the boom arm. Everything was pretty easy to unpackage. I decided not to use the pop filter like I said in the intro. And then I open up the microphone. It comes with a microphone, XLR cable, tripod, microphone clip, multiple cables. So USB-C to USB, USB-C to USB-C. And I'm going to set up the boom arm. Clamp it to my desk. That's my PlayStation to the side. Boom. Get the mic and the shock mount. Twister on. Plug in the USB to my computer. You could probably save 30 bucks on this kit by just getting the ATR 2100 USB mic, because it comes with that tripod and a little microphone clip and all the cables you'd ever need. I really wanted to spend the extra 30 bucks to get the shock mount and the boom arm, just because I like to be able, when I'm not recording a podcast or a video, just move the microphone out of the way over my PlayStation, then I could play some games in here and it's easy to go. But if you're just doing a podcast where you're recording audio, you could probably save the $30 and just get the ATR 2100X USB microphone. So a couple cool things that I noticed. Maybe it's a disadvantage, but this USB mic doesn't have a gain knob. So what I had to do was follow my plugins to kind of get the volume up to where I wanted it. But just off the get-go, this thing is super dummy proof. You could like plug it in and just get going. Actually, you know what? Let me show you what this microphone sounds like without any audio processing on it. Let's get to it. All right, so I've got my plugins here. I'm gonna just mute everything. And this is what it sounds like raw. There's no noise gate, no noise suppression, no compressor, no limiter. This is like straight up when you plug it in. Like, it is dummy proof. Plug it in and you've got a good sounding mic. Turn those back on. Just get back to it. So built into the mic itself, it's got an on-off switch on the side, and then on the back it has a, sorry, I'm reading from notes so I could see this, but it has an XLR input, which is great if you want to use this as a typical XLR microphone. It has a USB-C port, so you can plug it into your computer or use a USB-C cord to plug it into something else. It does have a headphone port, which is pretty sick, and a volume control knob on the back. Yeah, I've not tried the headphone port, but I think it's kind of a cool idea if you're using this and you want to have an automatic feed of what the microphone's picking up. So that's pretty cool. So I know you might ask why would you want this mic, a dynamic microphone, versus some of the other more affordable like condenser microphone kits? And that's a good question. And essentially, a dynamic microphone is the go-to for podcasters or even streamers. And it has a very focused like pickup pattern, and it's like not like deep. So you don't have to be in a very acoustically treated room. Now I do have some acoustic tiles up because I've recorded with some condenser mics, but my acoustic tiles aren't enough. So there's a lot of reverb in this room. So dynamic mics don't really pick that up. They really just pick up what's in front of them, and they kind of tend to sound a little bit more natural and warm, which is something you'd want to listen to on a podcast. You want to hear like a natural and warm voice, not a very sharp voice. You don't want to hear a lot of mouth sounds, which condensers pick up. And yeah, that's why they're the go-to. Another bonus with dynamic mics, if you picked up a bunch of these and you're recording a podcast with, various people in the same room, is you don't have to worry about like my mic picking up the other person's voice speaking. A condenser mic, you would have that issue. So that's why in podcasts or even in the Rogan, like Joe Rogan experience, you see them use the SM7B, which is the go-to microphone, but it's like a $400 mic, but it is a dynamic microphone. I want to go through a few pros and cons just real quickly. Like I said earlier, this thing is dummy proof. Unpack it, plug it in, and it immediately sounds pretty dang good. It comes with everything you need immediately, and it's definitely well built. Doesn't feel cheaply made, and the boom is actually of good quality. Like I felt like this thing would be dinky and like really loose. Like some of these boom mics, they're hard to control. Like they just spring up, spring down. Easy to go. Clamped it to my desk, set it up. You saw in the intro, it was fast. So one con that's kind of weird for me, which I already mentioned, is there's no gain knob. So you can't really control how loud the audio is received without using like post-processing or plugins. So that's kind of a bummer if you want more control in it. It's not that big of a drawback. It does have some short cables, but you can easily get longer cables. And just a quick honest takeaway, I like this mic. I was incredibly surprised with it. It saved my life. Not really. But, I had to record a podcast with my buddy. It's Dear Downloads, actually. We talk about video games and nerd out on stuff. And every month we kind of play a video game and we kind of talk about it. And they're just random games, it's not like the newest, hottest game. Anyways, we were recording an episode and my USB interface died. And I was like, you know what? Let me get this thing, plugged it in. And it was like, within 15 minutes, it was good to go. And yeah, so I actually would recommend this mic. You buy it, plug it in, and get going. So I'm interested in tech and, even building things. But what I really like to do is show you simple ways to make your streams or videos look and sound more professional. So if that's something that interests you, please subscribe to the channel, like the video if this helped you out. And if you like the music playing in the background, it is copyright-free music on Spotify called Stream Tunes Lo-Fi Beats. So please check that out. I've got a link in the description below in my link tree. And other than that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.